Good evening. Welcome to the State of Business on our television with me, Tirantha Gunawardana. Let's take a look at today's headlines first. Government decides to exempt several countries from visa requirements. And state-of-the-art pharmaceutical manufacturing plant to be built in Bandaragama. Now news in detail. President Maithripala says the government has decided to exempt many countries from visa requirements when visiting Sri Lanka for travel purposes as well as Buddhist religious activities. The President made these remarks participating at the opening ceremony of the newly built Vihara Mandira at the International Cambodian Buddhist Center in Kaduwela on Saturday. President Sirisena said that this decision was taken to promote the country's tourism sector and with the aim of creating Buddhist revival. The decision will be effective from April. The President gifted a bow sapling of the sacred Sri Mahabodhi tree to the chief incumbent of the temple, Venerable Aryavansa Nayaka to plant at the Rangka Vihara in Cambodia. A memento was presented to the President by the Most Venerable Amling Heng Mahanayaka of Cambodia. The President also felicitated the Cambodian architect who contributed to the creation of the shrine room, and he also presented the felicitation certificates to the bhikkhus of the Cambodian International Buddhist Center. The groundbreaking ceremony of the pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in Bandaragam was carried out today under the patronage of the Minister of Health, Nutrition and Indigenous Medicine, Dr. Rajesh Senaratne. Speaking at the event, Minister Senaratne expressed the following regarding the regulation of drug prices.
I am very happy that the seventh project is being inaugurated today to produce medical items. On the 26th, we are inaugurating the 8th project, manufacturing pharmaceuticals, medical devices, medical instruments, all those things. This is the policy initiated by this government from 2015. So we actually started regulating the pharmaceutical market here. It was not regulated all this. So they had on their whims and fancies, they sold the pharmaceutical where the people couldn't afford those prices. After we enforced the maximum retail price for pharmaceuticals, we did a medical audit. Actually, that is by the Professor Galapatti, the Professor of Pharmacology of the Colombo University. Now the drug consumption of high-branded drugs has been increased by 6 times. It is 600% increase.
Speaking further, Minister Senaratne also made the following statement on factories built in Sri Lanka to manufacture pharmaceuticals for local consumption.
So the other thing that actually what we wanted to do is the manufacturing most of these products. These are the policies of the late Professor Senagabibe, my teacher who taught me pharmacology. So his third policy is actually, the second policy is to regulate the market that we are doing with the help of the State Pharmaceutical Corporation. The State Pharmaceutical Corporation also has entered the pharmaceutical market and competing with the private sector, so it can regulate the market. The third one is the manufacturing of pharmaceutical in our country. So we have started state-of-the-art manufacturing factories in about 6 factories started, now today is the 7th, and out of that already 3 are producing pharmaceuticals. And they are European standard pharmaceutical factories.
Speaking at the ceremony, the Group Managing Director of Flexy Care UK Group, the firm overseeing the construction of the plant, Harsh Pooman, expressed the following.
Our vision today is no different than what it was when we started in 1989, to become the preferred and most trusted healthcare manufacturer for products that enhance patient care, pioneering and leading the way in airway and respiratory management. Flexy Care has been active in the Sri Lankan market with our well-respected and dedicated partners Technomedics for over the past 20 years. And it was indeed Mr. Suja and Mr. Kapila that prompted us to investigate looking into the next plant here to support our growth plans. With a well-established logistics infrastructure, Sri Lanka offers a great platform to become a regional manufacturing hub. Being the first medical device company to set up here has its challenges. With the support of the Board of Investments, establishing a manufacturing facility in Sri Lanka has become our goal to grow our medical device manufacturing footprint in South Asia. And for the first time, offer medical devices made by the people of Sri Lanka for the people of Sri Lanka. Located here in Bandaragama, we anticipate beginning construction and shipping our first products from the beginning of 2020, creating over 600 new jobs with fully operationally and bringing new skills and specialized manufacturing disciplines at all levels. This clearly cements our commitment to support the beginnings of a robust healthcare industry locally here in Sri Lanka.
Also speaking during the groundbreaking ceremony, Director for Flexy Care Asia Pacific, Kenny Ho, made the following statement.
Flexy Care Group and Flexy Care Lanka are committed to Sri Lanka with this investment. We are keen to make Sri Lanka a medical device exporter to the world, to raise the technological level of manufacturing in Sri Lanka and bring both economic benefit to Sri Lanka in general and more specifically to the local community in Bandaragama. As we progress from the groundbreaking ceremony today to the completion of the factory towards the early part of next year, we look forward to working together and securing the support of all various departments of the Sri Lankan government at the federal and local level, as well as the local community, to make this vision a reality.
It's time for a short commercial break. Do stay tuned for more news after this. Welcome back. Sri Lanka's investment promotion agency, the Board of Investment, has signed an agreement with Logipark International Private Limited to construct, commission and operate a logistics centre to provide integrated logistics services, container freight station, multi-country consolidation and a range of local and international logistics solutions. The agreement was signed by Sector Head Transportation Sector, Executive Vice President of the John Hughes Group, Zafir Hashim, and the Director General of the BOI, Champika Malalgoda. The facility, which will employ staff, will be located within the Muthurajawala Logistics Zone in Kerawalapitiya, Vattala, and the total value of this investment is $13.96 million. The facility will have a cargo storage capacity of 40,000 cubic meters and will be capable of handling 300,000 cubic meters of cargo per month in a single shift operating model. Fast-moving consumer goods such as food, household items, electronics, garments, as well as industrial products such as paints and lubricants will be handled at Logipark International. The World Bank has said it will consider providing funding and technological assistance to Sri Lanka to transform it into a country supplying round-the-clock electricity at the cheapest rate in the region. This assurance was given by a visiting World Bank team which met Power and Energy and Business Development Minister Ravi Karunanayake at his ministry on Friday. The World Bank team, which lauded Sri Lanka regarding its electricity sector, observed that the country seemed to be moving into a strategy of dependence on other countries by switching to expensive energy sources. Minister Karunanayake explained that the country had been forced to depend on expensive energy sources to satisfy the daily increase in demand since its water resources had reached optimum generation level. However, the ministry was in the process of formulating policies to switch to environment-friendly renewable energy sources to lower electricity tariffs to the lowest possible level, he said. The World Bank team said they could also hold awareness programs and consultancy services as well as training programs for the benefit of the people engaged in local power and energy sector. In more news, the government has decided to launch a mobile services program at electorate level to solve possible problems arising when borrowing from the government's Enterprise Sri Lanka concession loan scheme. The decision to launch a mobile service was taken as a solution to the various problems people have to face when obtaining a concessionary loan from the bank under the Enterprise Sri Lanka loan scheme. Among the issues faced by loan applicants who seek to obtain loans from the bank are producing guarantors, providing through the market, various licenses and meeting legal requirements. Accordingly, mobile services at the electorate level will be conducted in the Waligam electorate in the Mathura district on the 16th and 17th of this month. All banking institutions and government agencies have expressed their willingness to provide mobile services in each electorate to expedite resolving the issues faced by the people. In addition, any problems regarding the Enterprise Sri Lanka loan scheme can be reported to the hotline number 1925. It's time for a short commercial break. Do stay tuned for stock updates after this. Welcome back. Trading at the Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a negative note today. The all-share price index dropped 41.95 points to close at 5,680.30 and the S&P SL 20 dropped 41.27 points to close at 2,818.32. The turnover was 400 million rupees and 11.3 million shares were traded. Up next are the forex rates. And that's all the news we have for you today. Do join us again tomorrow at the same time for more of the very latest. Until then, take care. Good night.